periodic fasting, repair your DNA, grow younger, and learn to appreciate your food. So I fasted for the month of October, and I just reread parts of the book, and would like to talk about some things that he has written. Christian Vlad is the writer. This is the book. So yes, this book is about fasting, but he also addresses the elephant in the room, which is actually of people overeating, so eating too much, the dangers of eating too much. Because fasting shouldn't be a quick fix for a bad diet. And he talks about intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting, and also about calorie restriction. But calorie restriction in his way, about eating small, little, tiny portions 3 times a day, that will actually spike your insulin every time. So that will slow down your metabolism, because you're never going to tap into your fat storage. So some things he writes in the book, then I think, okay, well, he's not really on point on it. He also believes in the, eat less and move more to lose weight, but that will slow down your metabolism. So be careful about, take different sources and then learn from every book. That's what I do. But I liked his description of our circadian rhythm. And that is also, it's important, what you eat and how much you eat, but also when you eat. He has this description of a circadian clock of the average person. So I'll tell you what that is, and you can compare it with yourself. At 6:45 in the morning, you've got your sharpest rise in blood pressure. At 8:30, that will be the perfect time for a bowel movement. At 9 o'clock, the testosterone secretion is at its highest. At 3:30, it's the fastest reaction time. Around 5 o'clock, you've got the greatest muscle strength. So that's actually the best time to do your workout, is at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then at 9 o'clock, the melatonin secretion starts, and then 10:30, a bowel movement will be suppressed. So if you eat very late in the evening, then you not only prevent melatonin to be produced, but also there will be no digestion. And at 2 o'clock in the morning is your deepest sleep, very important for repair and maintenance. But for me, I eat 1 meal a day, and at around 6 o'clock. And so when I do some weight training, it will be around 5, or I go outside for a walk. And when I come back, I eat. And after that, I don't eat anymore. That's the way, I like it best. In the morning, I do my dancing, and I just, try not to stress too much. And in the rest of the day, I'll just try to, use the energy that I have consumed the day prior. You want to tap into your energy stores. That's what your body's made for. So yes, he also talks about, medical blunders. I think that's nothing new for you. But insulin injections are definitely not a solution for type 2 diabetes. And antibiotics are harmful to your immune system, because 80% of your immune system is actually in your bowel. So yeah, antibiotics is just like a little, chemotherapy. And I don't know why people take all these rounds of antibiotics. In some cases it might save your life, but in most cases they're not necessary. He talks about this triggering insulin, about eating constantly throughout the day, that will actually weaken your mitochondria, and that will weaken your immune system, and you're more likely to get sick. So, but again, fasting can help, but is no guaranteed cure if you fall back into bad eating. What it can cure? Fasting. You'll be surprised, but cancer, rheumatism, allergies, Crohn's disease, tinnitus, etc. All cured through fasting. So prolonged fasting. But of course, once you go into your refeeding, you need to keep that perfect day and not start eating things that you're not supposed to eat. So keep to a ketogenic diet. Eliminate caffeine, sweeteners, gluten, dairy, alcohol, tobacco. Get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. Exercise. Do some breathing exercises from Wim Hof, for example. Low stress, mindfulness, and when you're eating, take your time. They say chew your liquids and drink your solids. And I think I agree with that. People, they just swallow without even having chewed. It's like you've got another set of teeth in your stomach. So just take your time. That's very important. When you start fasting, let's say you do a 3 or a 5-day fast, because that is where you get into a real autophagy phase. So just one day of fasting won't really get you very far. It's just a depletion of glycogen, really. It will not get into repair mode. But if you go from just 3 to 5 days, you will get into autophagy mode. And then, your body will clean up faulty cells and you'll really be able to address some problems. It will clean up old cells, fat, crystal deposits, toxins, cysts, lumps, just garbage. Jason Fung names it garbage. And then, I get this question. So what do you eat during a fast? And it's like, well, of course, you eat nothing. That's what fasting is. You eat nothing. If you dry fast, you also don't drink anything. So no chewing gum, no drinking coffee, because that will continue to activate your digestive system. Your body thinks there's food coming in. So that will interrupt getting into ketosis, and it will spike your hunger, and it will make you hangry. So don't do that. There are people that believe in this prolonged fasting mimicking diet, which is basically having small pieces of, I think you just eat some butter and nuts, I think, throughout the day. But it costs $200 for 5 days. And it's really all packaged things, processed food. It might keep you into ketosis, but why just not get the biggest bang for your buck and just don't eat? You won't need any money. It's accessible to all. And I thought that was this fantastic business plan. I think, you know what I'm going to start? I'm going to send people fasting boxes, and they will open the box, all excited, and it's empty. It's a pretty good idea, right? Anyways, but it's yeah, I just think that there are a lot of things that people want to try and earn money. You know, I think that the only way you can, make money from fasting is when you have like a fasting clinic, like Lauren Lockman in Costa Rica. He has a clinic and you can fast under supervision. He also says never fast on your own. You won't get the benefits you will get, under supervision. They will, check your blood pressure and your water intake and hydration level. And I think that if you've never fasted, you should go to a clinic like that. But if you're like an experienced faster, I've done it many times. So I know what my body signals are. So if I need more electrolytes or I just need to eat, then I'll just do that. And I don't really need to go to a clinic like that. But I can imagine that people want to be supervised, also because there's just no food around. When I was really, really hungry at that last fast, also, you go through your cupboards just looking for food. Just food is on your mind all the time. And you might fall off the wagon faster. But yeah, I think everybody has to do what they think is right. But yeah, it's the best. Fasting is a good way to give your body a reset, and you will get more stronger, healthy cells. I don't know if you know about telomeres. Those are well, they say it's the cells that determine your lifespan, how old you get. Well, when you go into fasting, you actually create new stem cells, and the stem cells will create telomerase, which is an enzyme that creates telomeres. So they will lengthen your telomeres, and so you will live longer. So I think it's good to look into these stuff. Yeah, you want to take good care of yourself, and create the perfect day for yourself. Meaning, what is the best time for me to eat, and how much would I eat, and how is my sleep, my digestion, how is my bowel movement. They're all signals. When you tap into those, you think, okay, I found my balance, I found my perfect spot. Then just continue doing that, and your health will improve automatically. So that was my review of the book. So I wish you all happy, healthy day.